Hey guys, this is the House Power Podcast. I'm Nick Romero. I'm a strength and conditioning coach, gym owner, House of Power here. What we focus on is three things in our general philosophy: is reducing injury risk, increasing explosive capacity, and developing mental toughness in our athletes. And if it's even a general member, helping them make that bridge from either recapturing their youth and their competitive nature, and being able to put their best foot forward into performing and learning how to do it the right way, and along that road, how to keep the body healthy so they can have their habits, their leisure life, their avocational life, and have their athletic career complement that. So it's not just about them going on the platform and pulling their big numbers, but it's about them being able to do what they want to do outside of this, and not having what they're willing to put on the line prohibit them from having the leisure life that they want to have. Everybody has a certain amount of time that they can compete. Some people try to stretch it out by utilizing their mental toughness. Some people try to do it by laying the right foundation, and they can actually have a very long, successful career and walk away from it injury-free. Not everybody is able to do that. So what we like to do is kind of pave that road, listen to the gym member, listen to the aspiring athlete or the already elite athlete, and not just make them able to perform, but make sure that they can walk away from the sport knowing that they put everything on the line, they develop themselves physically and mentally, and they're ready to conquer whatever else that they want to do in their life after their athletic career is over, whether it's strength athletics or field athletics. That's what we want to do. We want to pave that road for you guys to essentially go from the vision that you have of yourself in your own mind and make sure it's a reality, because I think there's a huge detachment from who you think you are and who you want to be, and we want to make sure that you are able to do that to the best of your ability, given the path that we've paved for so many people already. I think it's more altruistic. As far as me and why I like doing this, I don't like the attention. I think if you see any of my Instagram, if you look at my Instagram personally, you barely see anything. More people are likely to be like, I'm the king of reposts. I don't like to be the center of attention, but what I do like to be is I'm someone who just tells a story. It's like when you watch that movie and you see the main character, and then you see where it cuts to the guy that's just narrating, and he's explaining everything. That's what goes on in my head, and I take a lot of pride in being able to write out the story and put it on paper, put it in real life, but it's actually telling your story, how you want it to be read and how you want it to be written, and I take a lot of pride in that. I dedicate time to it, and that's part of being altruistic. What's best for you is what's best for me. That's really where my passion lies in it. And when I realized that was my passion, I made sure that I still try to the best of my abilities to make sure I'm as proficient as possible with it, whether it's setting the right amount of time aside, making sure that I'm still teaching myself, I'm reading, I make sure I have my own mentors. I'm pretty selective on who I'm willing to listen to, more so than to who I'm even willing to help, because most of the time I don't care where you're starting at. Whether you feel like you need to train forever before you're even ready to be competitive, or you're already at the top. If I see that the mind is right, I know it's worth my time to invest in you. And that's what it really comes down to. If I can see that you have a fire, if I see that you are in the right frame of mind to be consistent and dedicated, and you are well aware of the type of sacrifices it makes to become the person you want to be. I'm not saying just to become a champion or win tournaments or get medals. Are you aware of the type of sacrifices it takes to be the type of person that you want to be? And I'm pretty sure I have a pretty sharp eye in seeing that, if someone's ready for that stage of their life. And that's where I like to come in, and I just want to sharpen the tool. That's essentially what it is. You are the tool. There's so many times where I've worked with athletes on the cusp of being a professional, a college guy trying to get drafted, right? He's going to the farm system in baseball, let's just say. There are some guys, if I ask them what's their goal, they'll say, I want to get drafted. And then the other guy will say, I'm going to play for this team. I'm going to be a team captain. I want to lead the team in RBIs or stolen bases. Most of the time, just getting to where your goal is where everybody makes a mistake, because they already fulfilled their dream, and they realize when they're there, they feel like they already made it. So what do? They squander away the opportunities that they have. Whether they got there and then they act like they're all happy and content, but then the coach's eye, they see, oh, this guy's just taking advantage of their opportunities. They're already happy just being here. They're happy just getting the jersey and be on the team. But the guy that goes in before he's even drafted says he already has these goals of he already knows he's going there. He just wants to make sure that he has the opportunity to bat so he can lead the team in RBIs or stolen bases. And then he's in here in the off season. He knows he's driven every single day for the right adaptations he's looking for, so he can present himself and perform the way he wants in front of those coaches. And those guys are the guys, they leave legacies. They get the contracts, and they know exactly where they want to be in the end of things, not just getting to that first stage of success. So that's what I mean by when I could tell if you got it in you. And I know right away whether it's worth my time to invest in that athlete or not. And there's other circumstances, sure, where I see raw talent, genetic potential, maybe they lack mental toughness, but that's stage 3 in our philosophy. If I see that you have, you're pretty injury resistant and you can take abuse, if I think that you're naturally explosive, it's in my wheelhouse to develop the mental toughness aspect of this particular athlete so I can get the most out of them, because some people don't always have all the confidence in the world, and as a coach, you're not just trying to make a strong, resilient athlete. There's a lot of sports psychology involved in that, to where you're letting this mind curate into a very confident, dominant athlete that can perform well underneath stress. I can't tell you how many times where I see so much genetic potential wasted because they don't know how to manage their nervous system. They don't have the patience. A lot of times when we peak for shows, let's just say in strongman in particular, we shut things down on Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they're not doing anything, and they feel like their nervous system isn't firing well enough. They feel like they might be tired the day of the show. But here's the thing, your muscular system and your nervous system recover at 2 different rates. And just because the body's not sore doesn't mean the mind's ready to go, right? So you have to connect everything, and you have to recover your mind more than your body. And that's literally what it comes down to. So managing all those things, it takes time. It takes me working with you day in and day out, whether it's in person, whether it's remote, but this is where I'm proficient at, and this is what my passion is, so I enjoy doing it. I'm here for people who are ready to do it and that want to do it and already know that they have it within them. And if I see that there's some things that they're lacking, whether it's psychological, physical, I have the tools to help bring those up to par to make it a very overall balanced athlete. My husband, a dad, I got 2 boys, easily made this into the best chapter of my life. I have to work at it because I'm so used to being a strength and conditioning coach to where I let it consume all of my time. But I could say this, when I became a dad, I've never been more driven, I've never been more willing to be tired, because I know it's for doing the right thing and not wasting my time going out and not making the right choices. It may feel like I have less time now, but I'm way more productive with the time I do have.